Hello everyone, welcome back to another Android H2 video. Today's video is about the future of Phoenix Raceway. Now, I'm just going to flat out discuss the track, its future, and what you could possibly see from it being on the schedule. I, for one, think Phoenix will be removed from the championship hosting site, probably for some track that is worse than Phoenix. Like in Atlanta. Well, Atlanta's not where it once was. I would not move the championship to Atlanta. The only track that makes sense to me that they do is Bristol or Martinsville or even a Richmond. I doubt any of those will happen. Martinsville would make the most sense of those three, in my opinion, but I don't think any of those will happen. But I think what they will do is put it at like a Las Vegas or an Atlanta for whatever reason. So that's what I have NASCAR doing in around 2025. Phoenix will then move back to the semifinal race, which it was for a while, and I think they will have that date as its sole date in maybe 2030 if you can have a bunch of North Wilkesboro's, Rockinghams, other new tracks on the schedule, replacing some tracks like Texas's second date, Kansas's second date, Pocono's second date, Michigan's second date, tracks like that. So, yeah, I think Phoenix will lose a date. But other possibilities for Phoenix are midweek race. That's NRF's take. First of all, midweek races are terrible. They should not happen. Just because of the flat low ratings. Even if you put one on network television, it could be a decent idea. But make it like Daytona if you do a midweek race. Daytona is the perfect track to do that. It's something casual fans will tune in for, and if you want to appeal to the casuals, that's the way to go. That's the only time midweek we should be on, and let alone after the ratings, it's still even if Phoenix is NASCAR's track that it wants to have for a little future, like NRF says, which I don't believe, the midweek race would kill it because rush hour traffic starts at 2 o'clock. And that race would be, if you get off of work at, say, 5 and the race starts at 7, if you want to drive home, if you live on parts of the East Valley, it probably takes an hour to get to your house, maybe less than that. I don't know for sure because I don't drive in rush hour traffic. And probably taking the whole hour plus to get to the track again because the rush hour traffic's worse. So a midweek race is not in the Phoenix's plan and should not be. A double header, on the other hand, could be something good. If you can have one of those races at night, even because the traffic is not as bad as it is weekdays to weekends. It's a huge difference. I've seen it myself. I don't normally drive or ride in cars, but I've seen it myself that the traffic on weekends is not as much as it is on weekdays. So I could see a possibility of Phoenix having a double header in the rate where it is. Do I think it's a huge possibility? No, because what double headers are for is tracks like Pocono, Michigan, even Kansas, tracks, Las Vegas, tracks that aren't great, and they just want to condense it down to 1 weekend a year. And tell me, why does Las Vegas have 2 triple headers? with 2 truck races at Las Vegas. Like, what are you thinking? 2 Xfinity races. Like, you can invest truck races at a completely different place. Head to Daytona for a second time. Head to Talladega for a second time. Pretty much anything would be better than Las Vegas. And the Xfinity, I don't really. Xfinity's been good, but I don't feel a huge need for 2 races at Las Vegas. It's just not that type of track. But in my opinion, Phoenix is definitely good enough to have 2 Xfinity races. And I like the truck race. It's at night. Night races could be a possibility too. At its current dates, March would be a good time, and November would. I'd say the March date would be better. If you want to have a night race in the summer, that's stupid, because it is. Well, sometimes this it's still gonna be hot, because I think it'd be, if you had a night race now, it would probably be 108 as a starting temperature if you put it at 6 o'clock. And through the nighttime, it's probably going to dip down to 100. That's not good. So, that would be a huge no-no for that. Flat out racing in the summer is just no in Phoenix. So yeah, that's my thoughts about Phoenix. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think will happen to Phoenix? Do you agree with my thoughts? Do you disagree with my thoughts? This is Andrew H21 signing.